assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Miami. And Lou Elding, Clark, one of only 5 Bulls in history to play in a 10th year with the team, the 4th leading scorer in their franchise's history.
And Kevin, Coach Thibodeau called him the glue of the team, the Velcro guy. But despite everything he meant to the organization, his free agency weighed heavily. He refused a significant extension offer, so they felt they had to go in a different direction.
So for the Clippers, Spencer Hawes is checked in for Jordan. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Crawford in for Matt Barnes. And then for Miami, Haslam comes in for Anderson. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. Haslam a screen. Wade dishes to Bosh. Wade kicks to Chalmers. His three-pointer's off the mark. Clippers trailed by 16. It's tipped. Here's Redick, and it's sent back by Bosh. This is Haslam. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That is his first foul of the game. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Wade passes to Haslam. From the left block. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, the Miami Heat, since the Big Three assembled, have been a polarizing team. Some fans rooted for them, others rooted against them. Either way, they've been an incredible story for the league and have become just a huge draw around the NBA.
Haslam hits both of them. And now with the Big Three era coming to an end, Miami now perhaps one of the more hated teams around the NBA. But Clark, they are still at the forefront of the league's scene in the East.
And while they might have lost a bunch of the bandwagon fans, by no means is this team finished with being a title threat. There's just too much talent on this roster, and for the first time in a long time, they might enjoy being viewed as underdogs.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Clippers. Griffin comes in for Davis. Redick with the 3. Crawford, no one around him. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. 11 points for Jamal Crawford.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Deng kicks to Chalmers. Now Haslam inside. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Paul. Puts one up from 19. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Bosh dishes to Wade. He feeds it to Chalmers. Deng attacking. Chalmers with it. Chris Paul covering. Bosh passes to Chalmers. Shot clock at 6. Here's Haslam. And makes it. Astonishing. And the Heat lead by 18.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
.146 left in the game. Now, here's Chalmers. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You look at NBA defenses now, more and more they're designed to deny points in the paint and three-pointers and concede long twos. That's the impact of analytics because the numbers indicate the long two is the lowest percentage shot to take.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for the Heat.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them. But, Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
Depth always a factor in wins like this. And what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Lou all day. And a big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving and finding guys when they would flash open.
Shooting for Los Angeles, DeAndre Jordan.
Free throw good, Jordan.
2 shots.
DeAndre Jordan leading the NBA last season in 3 separate categories, Steve. Rebounding, slam dunks, and field goal percentage.
Yeah, those last 2 are related, of course. You look at his shot chart, and it's basically a green dot right around the basket. I mean, pretty much all of his attempts coming right at the rim, mostly on putbacks or lobs. Well, they've done a great job keeping the fans out of the game today, and the closer they get to the win, the quieter it gets.
Yeah, we call that the sweet sounds of silence. They're going to savor this win, as well they should. Every road win carries a little extra reward.
And Chalmers kicks to Dang. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. And the Heat lead by 20.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
He dishes it to Haslam. That's good.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
A 3 off the inbound. It's off. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided